How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, my name is Tom, and this is the second paying gig I've had here at the Flynn space, and I have to say, it's probably the best money I've ever spent. Because since last spring, I have performed in venues as far away as Nectar's. I've been thinking a lot about my dad recently. Our similarities, our differences. He was a do-it-yourselfer, I'm a do-it-yourselfer. He was an engineer. God, I always wanted to be just like my dad. But you actually have to graduate from college to become an engineer. My dad was a very soft-spoken gentleman. Harshest thing I ever heard that man say was, "Damn it!" He had to be some fucking PO to say that. I remember working with him one day. We were both doing that do-it-yourselfer kind of thing together, and he said, you know, Tom, there are two things that I can't stand. Prejudice and Texans. And right there I learned that my longtime hatred of the Dallas Cowboys was genetic. And now I have two wonderful children, remarkable kids. In fact, they are never sick. You see, they are on a swim team. And I am convinced that the high concentration of chlorine kills all the cooties. The other effect that the chlorine has had is now the color of my son's hair cannot be found in nature. It's electric lemon with streaks of neon Mountain Dew. Because of their ages, they swim in different sessions at a swim meet, so my wife and I can look forward to 10 hours of hemorrhoid-flaring excitement. And then we get to do it again the next day. So for entertainment, I like to watch the newbie parents. You know, they look just like all the other spectators until their kid gets on the block. They jump up clutching that video camera. Oh look, here's Jimmy in lane 3. Take your mark. Oh, Jimmy! Swim faster, Jimmy! But Jimmy can't hear his parents. His head is underwater. But fortunately for Jimmy, his parents have captured that ear-splitting hysteria on film. Unfortunately, Jimmy was actually in lane 6. I also like to watch some of these coaches at swim meets. You know, they walk along the side of the pool like, "Go, Sarah, go, go!" Okay, I'm not a swimmer. Maybe this really is beneficial. It just seems kind of, I don't know, obvious. They're racing. They're not playing red light, green light. I blame swim meets for my addiction to Sudoku. It all started with what I thought was a harmless word jumble. But then I learned from my therapist that the word jumble is known as the gateway puzzle. Parents, if you ever catch your children messing around with word jumbles, confiscate them and flush them down the crapper. Because it was not long before I started experimenting with hardcore crosswords. And I remember exactly what triggered my escalation to Sudoku, or as we call it in therapy, S. I was doing a crossword puzzle and I just happened to say, "Hey, does anybody happen to know a 6-letter word for a Japanese digit teaser?" This voice from behind me says, "Try Sudoku, you idiot." And so began my living hell. It was my fault because I took the advice of dickhead back there and bought myself a Sudoku book. I started locking myself in the bathroom for hours, just doing this. I tried to quit. I can't tell you how many times I threw away that book of level 3 Mensa Nasties, only to sprint down to the end of the driveway on pickup day, wrestle the bag away from the garbage bin, rip it open, put it right back where it belongs. Right there on top of the master bathroom toilet. Thank you very much. My name is Tom Hartwig.